on the ground. It's Swift to start the drive.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On 2nd down, Swift. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Hurts. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're going to try and throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
They go play action with Hurts.
They'll roll him out. And I think the ball's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot. And they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting the ball stripped.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Nick Bonito. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
Looking to throw. Flush to his right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Pop out.
The give is to McLaughlin.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 and the 24.
One of my favorite cousins.
Your favorite cousin.
Yeah.
And not a whole lot
Shoot at my party.
First down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, my cousin, I'm putting from the party.
Carry from McLaughlin.
Your family members that I'm.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one up to around the 33.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's
Shoot, right,
right now.
Here's 3rd and a few
He's in the cross from you.
Yeah, shoot some right close to me.
On the ground, here's McLaughlin.
I got a still
And
thing.
he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
2nd and 10.
Race for the birthday.
Throwing is Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10. 4th down. Here's Wilson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
My daughter going to the Raleigh concert. That shit coming up.
So he coming back again?
Yes. He gonna be a whole lot of that.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Again, Wilson.
Short throw caught by Dulcich.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up second down. Now it's Wilson. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Lucas Kroll.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Broncos go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
And a great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Sliding out of the pocket.
He'll drop this one off to Swift.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Hurts sets up to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
He's going deep for Brown. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Eagle pressure. 2 minutes this time. Down he goes. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Just the 1 touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run. It's McLaughlin. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Here's McLaughlin. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
They'll keep it on the ground. McLaughlin, and able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. On 2nd down, it's McLaughlin, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Up the middle they go. McLaughlin, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Not much there. Maybe a couple. As he's taken down at the 40.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Wilson's throw caught here by Dulcich.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down now, it's McLaughlin, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. When we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Now Wilson on 2nd down.
That's taken in by Dulcich.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Wilson.
He's got his target. That's complete. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
From the shotgun, Wilson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
McLaughlin will take it in. Touchdown, Denver.
Well, you've been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they
Two
go back
keys
to
to
him
two
again,
big
and he
leagues.
delivers with the touchdown run.
Lutz good on the
Yeah,
extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
We got twins in our family. On my mom's side, I think we got 5 generational twins. On my mom's side.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. With quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. First down, and they go with Swift again.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
41 yards rushing for
So you got a
this
12 yard
point. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
Yeah, I do. It's somewhere down the line. I think I'm on,
Once
on
again,
one
it's Swift.
side. I know
And
that
he'll
my
be brought
dad's
down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
my
6 yards
dad's
to
out.
pick up, and that's a first down.
Some more family members on the
Throwing his
That's
Hurts.
another whole story, guys.
Got a man, it's Brown. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And
Let's
this is
go.
intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to have it here just past the 25.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into
that's
this
good.
one, that
That's
hurts their
good.
chances right there.
To put it mildly,
Yeah,
look at
man.
the lead, look at the deficit,
What
trying
is
to make a
what?
play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 6. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. On 3rd down, McLaughlin. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
If I'd have had a boy first, my son would split up the sport.
They'll
So if
keep
I'd
it
have had a
on the
boy
ground.
first, my son
It's
would split
McLaughlin.
the sport.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead,
Oh, all
positive
my
gain.
kids, all
Just
my
keep
kids
that
came
clock
out
ticking.
good.
This,
All
in
my
all
kids.
probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now a handoff up the middle. McLaughlin, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Play action. Now Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's a toss play right to Swift.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah,
Right.
decent little game puts them in a pretty good spot for second down.
6-9.
Here's second down.
They have
On play action, they'll throw out to his left. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Certainly not the highest of scoring games, Charles. Their offense did some okay things. Not a lot of points on the board, but enough for the win with how their defense was playing in this one.
Yeah, they certainly brought their A game, didn't they? They weren't fooled by anything that was presented to them from start to finish. That defense, they might as well have told their offense, guys, just kick a field goal. We've got it today.